Hello guys and welcome to this video. Today I've got two YachtMaster mods to share with you. Now they're both on custom stands which I made this week. They're 3D printed and laser cut. You can follow me on Instagram at SeikoMODS Dubai and check out my other builds and even order a watch of your own. Now the one on the right with the black bezel, that is my personal watch. The one on the left is a customer order, a client order here in Dubai. So I built this one very recently. I wanted to sort of show you both together because they are somewhat similar but also a little bit different. They've also got the latest NamokiMODS bracelets. I've just got those in, so I'm keen to share my thoughts on those because I think they are great value bracelet, perhaps even better so than the strap code that is the sort of industry standard for Seiko bracelets, or modded Seiko bracelets anyway. We have two Blue Dial 5 Sports models, so they share a lot of things, but there are obviously some clear differences. I'll start with the latest one. This is of course a somewhat of a homage to the Rolex YachtMaster with the red seconds hand, the Mercedes hands. It's got a brushed chapter ring with markers to help you track minutes. It's got that blue sunburst dial, which really pops in the sunlight, by the way. It's hard for me to show you it here indoors, but as soon as you step out with this watch, you'll see it clearly shining and sort of playing with the light. This one's also got a blue AR coated crystal, so you will start to see those streaks of blue across the top as well. It's got a sub-style bezel, and of course the silver YachtMaster ceramic bezel insert. All of these parts are from Namoki, so you'll be able to find links to those there if you would like them. Now I've kept, of course, the movement in this the same as it comes because it is a Seiko 5 Sport. No need to upgrade the movement. It's already a really great movement for a watch like this. The bezel action is really good. It came really good on the standard watch too. So I've kept it exactly the same, and all the parts fit incredibly well as well. Everything lines up, everything is good. Now the silver insert looks great. It can pick up marks sometimes and smudges, especially if you've got oily hands and so on. Cleaning it with a cloth is not always enough though, so just a little tip, use an eraser. Namoki themselves actually suggested this when I asked them about a few marks I had on another insert, and it does really work. It cleans up those sort of matte parts in between quite well. Now the bracelet is an oyster style, brand new design from NamokiMODS, very similar to the strap code bracelet at I think a better price, or at least you're probably going to be ordering parts from there anyway, so why not add this bracelet rather than pay shipping for a strap code one. I honestly can't tell much difference between them. This doesn't have any markings. I know it's not the Miltat bracelet that is pretty much the same as the strap code one, but I think these go for around $65 on the NamokiMODS site. Really nice quality bracelet, decent hardware, screwed links and solid end links. Of course, everything is solid. Every link is solid too. So a really nice design here. Like I said, this was a client build. The owner got in touch with me on SeikoMODS Dubai, and you can too. So please follow me on Instagram if you're interested in ordering a watch. Now, my own personal watch is a similar style to this. This one came about just through experimentation over the last few months, and one day I just it was actually supposed to have this bezel or a similar bezel, and I put the black one on one day and I thought, yeah, that looks great, especially since I'd changed the black day date wheels in this as well. So pretty much everything that can be changed with this watch has, apart from I'd say the crown. So again, we've got that nice blue sunburst dial. We have a clear crystal. It does appear a little bit blue, but that is mostly the dial and also the tints on my building windows. But yes, this is a clear crystal compared to the blue AR crystal. You can see slight differences there. It's definitely more blue on the left. Now the bezel is a coin edge bezel on this one. This is just my personal favorite. I've also changed it to be a 60 click bezel rather than a 120 click as it comes from Seiko. The one trouble I have with these black bezels though, as much as I like the look of it, it is very hard to actually see it when you're, especially if you're in a darker area. You really need to see that light jumping off it to be able to see the markings clearly. Not an issue on this one, but as I said, you will need to clean it occasionally. Same hand set, except the polished second hand on this. I've also gone for a polished chapter ring inside compared to the brushed one here with the markings. Again, this one is a little harder to set the time on accurately because there's no markings on the chapter ring, but I like that sort of minimalist theme, and it also matches the other polished parts. Speaking of polished parts, I have polished the lugs on this case. It's not something I would usually do, but I ended up doing it quite a while ago, and now I'm happy I did because I think it matches this kind of bright, flashy style with this oyster bracelet, sorry, this Jubilee bracelet with those polished center links as well. So there we have it. I think that's it. I think I've gone over everything. Again, most of these parts came from Namoki. In fact, I think all of the parts here came from NamokiMODS as well. The strap on this is the, you can see that they've actually signed the clasp there, compared to this one, which is just a plain clasp. But either way, this is a Namoki Jubilee. From what I can tell, again, it's very similar in its design to a strap code Jubilee. So here's the strap code one. I'd say they are almost indistinguishable, especially on the wrist. There may be slight differences. They both have quite a lot of flex in them, so they can, I'll show you what I mean when I take this off. So if I stretch it out, of course, nice and straight, it has a bit of a taper. I think it goes down from 22 to 20 or maybe even 18. I'll have to check that. But it does have a bit of flex, but so does the strap code one, which is like the industry standard. We have a solid end link. We've got the same clasp that's on that one as well, except this one has the Namoki logo engraved on it. And we have an exhibition case back. That is the same on the other watch as well. So I'll do you a quick wrist shot of both of them, but let me know which one you like better. I don't know what to call this one too. I'm thinking of a YachtMaster Deep Sea. I think that was going to be my name for this. This would be a YachtMaster blue dial, very similar to the Rolex designs. And I have actually got a few other Rolex style watches coming very soon, which I'll be sharing. So please subscribe if you haven't already to see those. Literally, as soon as I finish this video, I'll be making them, including a Coke Zero, a Batgirl, and a root beer. So there is my personal watch on the wrist. I haven't sized this bracelet properly yet. It needs to be a little bit looser for me, but it's definitely quite flashy, but also turned down at the same time with the black bezel and the fairly simple colors. But really happy with the bracelet. Great saving over strap code if you want to buy them here in Dubai. You'll be paying a lot of fees for delivery and taxes, whereas Namoki is much more reasonable for their shipping. Quite easy ordering process. You're probably going to want to buy parts for your watch as well, so why not just order them all at the same place? I'm really happy with how this one looks. Of course, it's my personal one, so I would be. So let's have a look at the other one. Now I have, and I do try and size my watches appropriately for the people I'm modding for. So this one has already been sized a little bit small for me, but I will share that as well by the way my wrist is. So I might, yes, I can just close it. I can't actually lock it in place, but you can see there, different design. This one wears a little bit smaller, I'd say, because of that silver bezel, but quite a few interesting differences here. The bracelet's a little simpler, more of a tool sort of watch, this one I'd say, rather than a flashy version. But yeah, I like them both equally. I think this has probably been one of my nicest builds so far. So there you go, guys. Keep an eye out as well. I may well start giving these stands away to possibly future orders on Instagram, of course, or subscribers on my channel. So as you can see, I'll give you a quick look. It's just a laser cut and engraved plywood piece stuck onto a 3D printed white plastic size, and I can actually potentially make these in your perfect wrist size. As a big wrist person, I often find it's actually quite difficult to find cushions and watch stands that are the same size as my wrist, so I decided to 3D print them. So there you have it, guys, 2 nice YachtMaster mods. If you're interested, please follow me at Seiko Mods Dubai and subscribe on YouTube, like this video, and let me know which one you like best. Thank you.